Now this is one of them videos that you're going to want to be able to know the difference, just in case you find yourself in a situation between the two things I'm about to speak on. Everybody knows when you're inside a prison, a lot of dangerous things can happen to you, or you might have to do some dangerous things to someone else. But one thing I would tell you, people hate people that steal. Remember that. If you steal and you go to prison, I feel sorry for you, because your bid is going to be way worse than a lot of other people's. I'm the best, finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga, yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around, I'll bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with locks. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2, cause violent first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see you ass, you gon' leave airlifted. What's up, y'all? You already know, man. KFROG TV back in the building. Y'all go ahead now, man. Do me that solid favor. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. And also make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Today, coming back with another prison topic. I actually got this video idea from a subscriber. You know, I like to answer people's, requests. And for this one here, I'm going to be talking about the differences of stealing and taking something from somebody. Okay? Two different things. And depending on which route you go, whether you do that or which route you take, if you're the victim of those situations, all reflects on how people are going to try you and look at you for the rest of your bid. All right. Now, before I get into this video, I want to let y'all know that I'm going to try to drop my videos every time at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Just in case people are wondering, you ain't got to wonder, damn, I wonder what time he's going to be dropping. Is he going to be dropping today? 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time is going to be the time that I'm going to start dropping my videos. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into this one. Now, like I said in the intro, y'all, nobody likes someone that steals. The only person and type of people that like somebody that actually steals in prison is another thief. Is someone else who steals. Okay? And I've seen so many people get beat up, stabbed, cut, all that due to stealing, okay? And depending on where you go, it's forbidden. You would literally have like a dorm full of inmates that don't conversate, don't get along with each other, but will all have that one rule that there is no stealing. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like my problems and your problems ain't got shit to do with if this person steals in the dorm. Now that's all our problems. So like, now our enemy is our enemy. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. You feel me? Even if me and you don't get along in the dorm, we don't talk to each other or nothing. If that person stole something from me, most likely you're going to get involved, and vice versa. Dorms come together and rise and try to get anybody who steals up out of the dorm. You feel me? Stealing is like forbidden. People literally are known for $150s for stealing. You see what I'm saying? Down here in the state of Florida. It's also known for people telling, for snitching. And then depending on what institution they were at before, people just like to cut. So sometimes people get cut for no reason. People get cut for false accusations. But normally, the $150 sign means bad business. All right? Now, I want to talk to y'all about the difference between stealing and taking something from somebody. All right? Now, of course, stealing is when you do it sneaky, all right? If you're somebody that's trying to sneak into somebody's locker or sneak on someone's, in their cell and try to take something off their bed or steal their soap dish or their fucking toothbrush, who knows, whatever it is that you're trying to steal, a pack of batteries, and you low-key snuck in and did that, there's going to be a lot more people that get involved and try to figure out who was stealing than there is if you just took it. You see? But both are bad now, and I'm going to break it down to you why. Of course, when you're sneaky, you're like a mouse. You're like a rat. You're like a cockroach. They sneak in and they take what they can without being seen. You know what I'm saying? And try to get up out there before they were actually identified. Nobody wants somebody like that around inside of prison due to the simple fact that it can cause so much ruckus. If I'm holding something that's yours or you're holding something that's mine, like an MP3, you could be wanting to borrow my MP3 or I could be wanting to borrow your MP3, and the next thing you know, it comes up missing. Whether I'm holding yours or you're holding mine, when that shit comes up missing, it's the person who was holding its fault. If you think about it, if you let me borrow something and it got stolen from me and I don't know where it went, you are going to look at me to pay that refund. You are going to look at me to figure it out and come up with the money to fucking replace that. You know what I'm saying? And me not knowing who took it because someone stole it, you know, makes it to where different drama situations can occur. You get what I'm saying? Now, it's different when someone takes something. You see what I'm saying? That's actually respected inside of prison. But I'm going to let you know before the video's over why it's also not a good thing, all right? Now, taking means you straight up went up to that person and told them, look, you know what time it is. Let me get that. Like, you're straight up like man to man putting down on them and taking it. Like, man, I don't care who shit this is, man. Give it up. Oh, it's what? Man, I don't want to hear that. Give it to... You feel me? Some people can do it just off of the way they talk. Some people need a knife, you know? You see plenty of robberies, knife robberies, where someone will come up, pull a banger out, and tell them, look, this is what it is. You feel me? Everything you just got from the window, give me that shit. You know, better yet, you know, I'm feeling a little nice today. You can go ahead and keep you a soup and a chip. Everything else, put that shit in the bag. And they'll literally up a fire on you, which in prison, that's your fire, you know? And somebody who's not living like that, or somebody who got caught slipping without their banger on them, 9 times out of 10 is going to give it to you. That means you took it. That means you didn't try to hide your face. You didn't try to be no sneaky link. You know what I'm saying? You literally took it. They know you took it. You feel me? And other people, unless it's their friend, you feel me, ain't really going to get involved. You know, other people are going to like fall back because one of the main rules in prison is to mind your business. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, mind your business. You see what I'm saying? But then again, like I say, it all depends on where you land at and how it's ran. Because people don't like bullies, first off. You feel me? Somebody that tries to pick on, you know, the weaker ones, the less fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'd say the weaker, more fortunate. You know what I'm saying? The ones that got money, more money than them, but they're weak. They're not living like that. People who are known to pick on people like that, it only lasts so long. Eventually, they're going to try to pick on the wrong person. And either that person's going to take care of it or somebody else is going to take care of it that was peeping from a distance. That's why it's also bad to take from people. You know, especially if you believe in karma. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around, whether you know it or not. And it ain't got to be the same situation. You know what I'm saying? You could literally take something from someone, you know, or steal something from someone out them knowing you stole it and you feel good and you got away with it. And later on down the line, you can get stabbed for the same thing or over the same type of things. And then really that's karma. Like, yeah, you once stole that from that man, or you took that from somebody. Later on down the line, somebody stabbed you for it. You know, that's karma. What goes around comes around, believe it or not. You feel me? Now, the bad part also about taking is you're going to have people, like I said, on the outside looking in at the situations. Regardless of them not liking bullies. You got people that want to try you because they want to show you're weaker than they are. They want to show you're picking faces. You put down on that man like that, you won't put down on me like that. You see what I'm saying? There's people who really don't like that. And then it's kind of like robbing Peter to pay Paul. So it's like if they see you robbing people, taking things from people, putting down on them, telling them this is what it is, you know what time it is, get this shit up. They might just sit there, fall back like this, and just wait until you done did it enough, and then they're coming for everything you have. You know, it's kind of like a hustler on the streets, sells rocks or whatever he sells. Think about it. If you came up robbing hustlers, then it's like, let them hustle all day. Let them make the money. Then you run down on them after they got rid of everything. You catch them with all the money. Same thing when you see somebody that likes to put down and take things from people. You see him taking a little over there, a little over there, a little over there. Just fall back and wait till you see how much he's got. And then that's when kill shot and they come in and try to take everything. You feel me? You'll get put in situations to where you're going to have to say something. Because if you don't, that's going to reflect on how you were treated and how people act towards you the remainder of your sentence. Okay? Straight up. If somebody steals something from you and you don't say nothing, you just straight turn your head and don't even mention something being stolen from you, the person who stole from you and the people who know something was stolen from you are going to straight up look at you like you're a weaker link. They're going to be like, oh, he's sweet. He ain't saying nothing. You feel me? Not saying you're supposed to run to the COs or run to the police, the guards, and say, hey, man, someone stole my shit. Because then people are going to look at you like you're policing. You know, you're pulling some check-in shit. You're tattletaling. You know? But you're supposed to at least address it. Which is like base checking. You know what I'm saying? Where you're like, attention in the dorm, yada, yada, yada. Whoever came and sells such and such that took my shit, I want you to know, yada, yada, yada. You know, you say whatever. You kind of put an address on it. Even though you can't say, oh, yeah, you, inmate such and such. You put it out there and you be so disrespectful out loud, throwing it at whoever it is that stole the shit, to where the person who stole it and the people who know who stole it are going to be looking and knowing, okay, that's who you're talking about. And 9 times out of 10, when you base check and you talk greasy like that, since everybody else who don't know who took it's looking around all crazy like, shit, whoever he is, he's calling that person a fuck nigga, whoever he, you know what I'm saying? The person who did it has that guilty conscience and they'll come out to the light. Oh, so what you saying? It was me, bro. So what's up? Now they want to fade because you called them out of their name like that, even though they tried to do it sneaky. You see what I'm saying? So by you not putting an address on it like that and directing it towards a person who came in your cell and stole, a lot of other people, you know, will take it disrespectful. Like if you were just saying, man, attention in the dorm, da 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 da, and you didn't say whoever came in my cell, whoever stole this. If you're the one that, you know, you got to like put an address and direct it right towards whoever it was that did that. Because if you're just saying something about a black person or a white person or a Spanish person, all Spanish, whites, and blacks are going to feel offended. So you got to put an address on it and direct it towards whoever stole your shit. You see what I'm saying? And then they'll know, okay, Bruff and a Fade, you know, about his shit. Maybe they'll come forward and they'll tell you who took it, or maybe you'll just get lucky and they'll put it back. Who knows? But you still have to do something like that. You got to put it out there to let them know, I catch you, your jaw is going to be hanging off your fucking cheek. You know, you got to say something like that to let them know. You know what I'm saying? Whoever did it, you this and that. Whoever knows who did it, your homeboys know you this and that, because I'm calling you out of your name right now. And a lot of them be scared to come forward because, like I said, people don't like thieves. People don't like people that steal. I've seen a lot of people that were in gangs get, you know, violations and shit from their own gang and get beat up and jumped by their own organization from stealing. Some people can't help it. They got sticky fingers. They like to take shit that don't belong to them and they can think they're getting away with it. A lot of them landed in prison because of that. They're acting the same way they were on the streets, thinking they could do something that no one sees them or no one's going to find out it was them. You see? Doing dumb shit and not being good at it. You feel me? Now, when it comes to the taking part, when someone tries to take your shit, you know what I'm saying? Separate from, you know, them, you know, stealing it and you got a base check and everything. When someone tries to take your shit, it's all on you what type of person you are. It's all on if you have pride, you know, because it can lead to a serious situation over something so small. You feel me? It could be over a soup. You know, someone might be coming there and they want to rob you for your very last soup. You know, they just want what you have. And it might not be the principle that it's that big of a thing that they're taking, but to them, it's the principle to show they can take it. And they want to feel dominant. So you're going to have to be able to man up and stand up against that. But you got to always remember, it can lead to knife play. It can lead to stabbings. It can lead to cuttings. It can lead to getting hit with locks. People jumping you. You know what I'm saying? There's all types of things it can lead to. You feel me? So you're going to want to keep your guard up. You're going to want to make it to where nobody senses any of your weaknesses or thinks you're vulnerable at all before it even leads to that. Because if you put that image out there that you're weak, you're vulnerable, you're soft, that'll lead to somebody trying to come and put down and take that shit from you, whatever you have that they want. But if you don't even try to put that image out there and you stop that shit, anything comes your way, any disrespect, anything, any type of funny comments, any type of motion, someone bumping you, someone cutting you in line, stepping on your shoes, anything like that. You draw the line and you let them know, hey bro, what you got going on? You know, you call that shit out right away. People on the outside, including the person you are going at it with or the person that you confront, are going to peep that. And 9 times out of 10, they're not going to really be trying to come take from you because there's going to be way easier targets. You understand? They're not going to try to come at you because there's someone else that they know won't even stick up for themselves. You know, someone that they know they can get it from. Think about it. Who would someone want to rob? Obviously the easiest, right? Sometimes they rob people who aren't easy because there's no easy prey around. But you become the weakest link by the energy that you put out about yourself. You feel me? So you got to remember, if someone does try to come take something from you, my opinion, stand up. Tell them, look, bro, that shit ain't nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't got a knife on you, clutch your shit. What you mean, bro? Make them think you got a banger on you, bro. Straight up, like, you might get hurt, but regardless, whatever's going to play out is going to play out. This is coming from someone that grew up in a life of crime, robbing people on the streets and stuff. And I know if someone wants to stab or someone wants to shoot, they're going to do it regardless. So whether you give it to them, whether you have a knife on you or not, if they want to stab you, they're going to stab you. You understand? So you might as well, if you ain't got it on you, boy, you might as well pump fake till you get one. That's how I look at it. You feel me? If you're really living like that. You know, and then when he backs up off you and you handle the situation, then you know you really get you a banger. You feel me? And run down on him and then pull it out on him. And then he'll know, oh shit, he really did have a banger when I tried to run down on him. Really not knowing you didn't. You get what I'm saying? These are the type of things that you got to be ready for. You know what I'm saying? And always remember, if you're someone that likes to take from people, someone that likes to, you know, not steal, but you like to take and you like to feel dominant, just remember this. This right here is directed straight towards people like that. If you're one of them people that like to do shit like that, just remember how dangerous it is to live in the same dorm as someone you once took from. Okay? Think of it. All right? You take from this individual and you trust going to sleep in the same dorm around that individual. You see? In Florida, and some of the dorms I've been in, one or the other got to go. If you were able to rob that man and take his shit from him, he's got to get on the door. You got to make him check in after that. Because how you know he's not going to get a knife and stab you in the middle of the night? How you know he's not going to run down on you, catch you slipping early in the morning when you go to take a leak or you go to brush your mouth or something like that? You feel me? And don't get me wrong, of course, when you did something to somebody, you keep your eyes on them. But if you got away with it once, you're going to consistently keep doing it. And then before you know it, you got a whole handful of people you got over on in the dorm. You see what I'm saying? So it is very dangerous to not make that individual check in. Straight up. And that's why a lot of times when people fight, someone's got to check in. Depending on who they are, they might be able to stay, both parties. But if not, other people are going to be like, oh, we're going to have to, because neither or can trust each other, that it's going to be dead right here, that it's going to stop right here at this situation, that it's over with now that we faded. Either or can't trust each other. So it's like one of them got to go. And then it comes out to where I ain't the one going, well, I ain't the one going, well, shit, you know what you're saying? And then it ends up turning into like a knife fight now because people are trying to make each other check in. When really, it was in order to stop knives from coming out. It was supposed to stop at the fight. That's why people can't trust both people to stay there. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you're someone that somebody, you know, took something from you, like straight up walked up to you, like, you know what time it is, let me get this. This mine, you feel me? You don't deserve to have none of this shit in here. This shit belong to Frog, you feel me? Call it what you want, man. Tell your people I said thank you. You know, like if you're one of them people that do stuff like that and someone comes and steals from you or takes from you, you know, or tries to take from you, you can't really, you know, hold it against nobody. You see what I'm saying? You can't hate on somebody because they doing the same thing to you that you're doing to another. And you can't hate on somebody if they do try to steal something from you that you once taken from someone. You feel me? Either way, it looks bad, stealing regardless. So if someone took it from you, like made you give it to them, and they straight took it face to face, like it's my shit, you call it what you want, and then you go steal it back, people are going to be on the other dude's side that took it than yours. Even though it was yours, you still stole it back. You see? The whole part of stealing is a no-go. And that right there causes so much drama, so much beef. I've seen people get wet up over stealing the stupidest things. It's to the point to where guards will literally rewind the cameras and tell the inmates what inmate stole on camera. Show the inmates. When I was at Charlotte CI, we had an officer show us who stole a pair of gym shorts. And that boy did it like a ninja. He literally, in the middle of the night, we were in an open bay dorm, I'll never forget. In the middle of the night, he got on the ground and he fucking army walked like this, army crawled under all the bunks of people sleeping. Straight up, showed them right on camera. And like a, you know, black and white video, like, because, you know, they could see at nighttime, night visions. Showed them get up and then just drop on the ground and army crawl under all these people's single bunks that were sleeping. And then to where he wanted it and took the shorts. You see his hand come up and then you see the shorts go boom. And then he went back. Because it's hard to tell who shits who sometimes. You know, yeah, people put their names on it. People do certain things about it, but people ain't really checking either. So it's like, if you're missing a pair of shorts, you know, and you can't find them. You don't know where you put them, but you swear you're not crazy. You know you left them right here. Or you put them where you always put them at. You're not going to go around, well, I'll say this. Some people don't have it in them to go around and check everybody's shorts. You know, because the wrong person may get offended, may get insulted. They might think you're trying them. They might think you coming up asking about the shorts is one of the things I was talking about earlier in the video that you need to shut down off rip. Someone trying to play with you, trying to throw any type of comment your way, where I said you got to close the doors before it even leads to anything. They might think that that's what you're doing, that you're testing them, and really your shorts are missing. Well, out of everybody, why is it me that you want to come check? Why is it me? What do you mean? I'm checking everybody. Yeah, but I don't know about everybody else, dog, but I ain't on that shit, bro. The way you ain't checking my shorts. You know, like that's how someone will take it. You feel me? And then you might think, damn, they're guilty because the way they acting. So normally, when something goes down like this, 3-4 fights break out. And literally only one person stole it, just like the shorts we're talking about. People who got offended about having to show their shorts to the person, you know, got in fights. And then still didn't find out who it was. And then that's when the guards finally showed the cameras to show who really stole them. And it was somebody that nobody even thought about. You feel me? You got inmates that are going to want to go around and check lockers. Like, man, open your locker, man. I'm trying to make sure my shorts ain't in there. Or open your locker. I'm trying to make sure I ain't missing my bowl or my cup. Or, you know, stuff like that. You feel me? And then you got some people, like if it's your dog, they won't even come at you like that. Because they know you ain't take it from them. If that's your real homeboy. Even though a homeboy can be the one that crosses you and steals the shit. Or takes it when you're not looking. But 9 times out of 10, they're not going to even suspect it was you or want to go in your shit. And then if they do go in your shit, you know, you're supposed to charge it to the game because that's your dog, you know. He's not trying to single nobody out. So you let him just look, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do as a homeboy. You go around with him and start looking. Now it looks like a group of y'all going around trying to find out who stole what. You see what I'm saying? You got to always make sure you protect your property when you are locked up. Your property speaks for you. I'm telling you, the littlest thing. It can be a pencil. It could be a number 2 pencil, y'all. And someone could steal that shit off your bed and you know it was there. You could have been writing your raps or writing a letter or whatever it is, and then boom, the shower was open. So you left that shit on top of your little fucking notebook, your binder, on your bed, and go take a shower. Come out, dry off, dry your feet, put your socks on, your deodorant, you know what I'm saying, your baby powder all on you and shit like inmates do. And then next thing you know, you could have looked, grabbed your bunk, and then your pencil's nowhere to be found. You know, you searched your bunk, you know for a fact you had a pencil on your bed. You were just using one. You feel me? You gotta check that shit. Hey man, who took the pencil off my bed, man? Who took a pencil off my bed? And then if nobody says anything, if it ain't one of your dogs, I was like, oh bitch, I had to use it real quick. Oh, alright, you feel me? Yeah, just give it back when you're done. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? But if nobody says nothing, and you start like checking, like, hey man, who took a pencil off my bed? Huh? Who took a pencil off my shit? Like, and nobody responds. The person who took it 9 times out of 10 took it out of disrespect. They don't fuck with you. They did that to try you. See? Something that simple. Knowing in your locker you probably got 10 other pencils. You see? But it was just the fact that it's like they tried to plant a seed there. They tried to open a door just to see how you would act. Just to see if you're going to check that shit. You see what I'm saying? And that right there was stealing. Because they didn't take it in front of you. They didn't take it from you. You see? And you got to know the differences. Like I said, some people fall back and respect it when somebody takes from other people. But a lot of people don't like a bully. So that can come back to bite you in your ass also. A lot of people do not tolerate stealing. So if you're somebody that wants to take something from people, you better make sure you take it face to face. You know what I'm saying? If you can't keep your hands to your own belongings, you better make sure you take it rather than stealing. Because when you steal, everybody will be against you. When you take, only the friends of that individual, and people who don't like bullies, and people don't like people that pick faces and try to put down on the weaker links are going to be the ones that are like after you. The ones that'll feel some type of way and want to try you. You know what I'm saying? You can walk up to somebody and try to put down on them and take a bag of Cheetos from them. Man, let me get them Cheetos, this and this and that, this and this and that. And someone else that ain't got nothing to do with that might pop up just because you're a bully. They might pop up and be like, man, don't get that man shit. And then he'll look over, man, and they'll be like, yeah, you heard me, bro. What? What? And then that person might grab a bag of Cheetos and throw it on the bed. I dare you to touch some Cheetos. I dare you to touch some Cheetos. Hey, bro, don't give me your chips. Oh, you want to pick faces? Go ahead. Touch that bag right there that I just dropped right there on that bed. I dare you to pick that bag of Cheetos out there right there. You want a bag of Cheetos so bad, right? Pick that bag up right there. I dare you to touch that bag. You know, like shit like that goes down. You feel me? And it kind of like calls the bluff. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like shows like either they're going to touch them Cheetos and fight the person who got involved for no reason just because they didn't like a bully and they didn't like that person was saying something to someone that was weaker, or they're not going to touch the Cheetos. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when the weaker person and the person who stood up, they're not friends, but they know each other now. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like he saved him, you know, and then the other dude's going to walk off. He's just going to be like, man, you always getting in somebody's business, ain't got nothing to do with you. Da, 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 da. Oh, well, do something about it. When you going to do something about it? I hear you talking, but when you going to show me? Show me like you show these other people. Like there's people out there that pick fights with people that try to take from the weaker links. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes they do it because they want what the weaker link has. You feel me? And sometimes they do it just because they don't like bullies. And they don't tolerate that shit. They don't like people that walk around with that complex like they the biggest and baddest on the yard. They'll take what they want from who they want, but they pick faces on who they take it from. You see what I'm saying? But just remember, if you find yourself locked up and you find yourself wanting something that someone else has, make sure you remember the difference in stealing and taking. Because everybody who's your dog and has your back, 9 times out of 10, if not 10 out of 10, are not going to back you in a stealing situation. But if you put down on someone that takes something and something rises, a situation occurs, and it gets more dangerous from taking, they might still back you because they think you're a savage. They think you're cool because you took from that person. But stealing is totally different. But I wanted to come on here anyways, man. I like to, you know, respond to my subscribers' requests. You know what I'm saying? May not be able to get to everybody, but I try to. You know, I try to, you know what I'm saying, throw them out there as quickly as the one you mentioned it. You feel me? I appreciate everybody that's watching. Y'all drop in the comment section, man, and let me know. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where someone tried to steal from you or tried to just straight up come and put down and take from you? Or did you find yourself in a situation to where you took something and you didn't know it was considered stealing? Or you knew what you were doing? Let people in the comment section know what it's like on both ends between stealing versus taking something. Anyways, y'all, appreciate y'all watching. Like I always say, y'all make sure you keep them rats, squares, clowns, chomos, pedos, gunners, wannabe island boys, clout chasers, all them out your circle, man. Till next time, this the one and only. I am my team, Frog.
I'm a criminal, I'm a cool nigga, but I got a limit though.
I'm a cool nigga, but I got a limit though, cause I'm a criminal, yeah, I'm a criminal.